at this point, I'm going to animate the positioning. So I need to animate this positioning from here. So let's assume at this point it's here. You can try anything, but just want to try this to see how good that is. So pick the shape tool. I want strokes enable. I will use any color will do now. We can later change that, but for now I'm going to use this, the color of the curve. Holding the shift key to create a straight line. So I'm going to increase this to about 1 is okay for now. Let's see how that goes. So you can see it has created like a plane for the character. So what I'm going to do here now is to add a trim part to this shape layer so that you can see the add trim part. I want the line to grow as the movement progresses. So these are just some of the things I want to add to this animation before I reveal the main logo. So as the progress goes on, so you can see on this 100, this animates this forward. So at that point of the bar, let's say it's at 100. So while at this point, let's assume it's at 0. So if you do this, you can see. So I just want to create some kind of graph movement, and then I'm going to bring this here, or we can leave that for the time being. So I am going to duplicate this stroke layer and then rotate it. First of all, I'm going to bring the anchor point. I'm going to bring the anchor point right about here, so that I will be able to rotate this to 90 degrees, fit to screen. So I will bring up the rotation to be able to rotate this. Let's hit minus 90 degrees. That should be perfect. Good. So, but in this case, we need to reduce. I need to reduce the height of this stroke. So I'm going to carry my pen tool, find the tip of this, hold my shift and drag it inward to the same, into the frame. So this is fine. can see this is within the frame. If you can leave it to go off the frame if you wish, but I just wanted to see if I can keep it simple this way. So I'm going to create some shapes that will grow as this progress, some random shape like that. So if you play this at the moment, this is what we have. So I'm going to create some random shape blocks to represent progress of rise and fall of price of rise and fall of the price of Bitcoin in the markets. I just want to stimulate, that is, create something that will look like we are progressing, some kind of random graph like that. So here I am going to create a square here. This should be fine. I'm going to animate all that. This should be fine. Yes, this should be fine. Alright. All I'm going to do now is to move. I will move the anchor point downwards so that when I'm scaling, right now if I'm scaling, it will scale from both sides, which is not what I want. So I have to move this anchor point right to the bottom to move this anchor point right to the bottom here. Sorry. This way, if I'm scaling, it's scaling from down upward. You can see now I can manipulate this to mimic rise and fall of price in Bitcoin trading. So what I'm going to do now, from here I'm going to keyframe this, keyframe the scale, hit S to bring out the scale value. We bring this down. Then at this point, at 1 second, you bring it, you bring the scale what I want to do here is I want to be able to grow this here. I will add this keyframe here, while here I can bring it down now without any trouble. So all I need to do now is just I will ease these keyframes. In 1 second, I'm going to make it a slower growth. So you can see I have this movement now, but let's make it fade in. hit T on the keyboard, add keyframe for the transparency, put this at 0. You can see it's more, the fade in effect has given it more of a good effect. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to duplicate this box and change the value. So I'm going to move this to this place to 1 second from here. I will change the position, hit P on the keyboard to bring out the position, move it to this place and time. So hit U to bring out the keyframe. You need to copy move these keyframes to this point. On the scale, we're going to add some variation so that at this point we have a growth. I'm also going to duplicate this, bring this in here. So I'll change the positioning as well, the P position. Don't worry about what we are having now, as the keyframe, the objects are on top of the character. We're going to recompose that and take it behind later. So we just need to keep changing this value randomly. The P, use P on your keyboard to still move this a bit to the left. Duplicate this again, move it to this. Hit P on the keyboard to move this to the right of your screen again, somewhere around there. But in this case, on this one, we want to see the price fall a bit. We want to see the price fall a bit. Then duplicate this and also move it to the right of the screen. So I'm going to take this to be the highest value, hit P on the keyboard. if you now play with this, you will see that we have some kind of random graph growth here. If you look at this, we are going to see that the line on the first layer here had not, we need to make some adjustment there. It has not grown to the end. Okay, so we need to move this keyframe right about here so that it will finish growing before it gets there. So you can see these last two shapes are slightly above the line. So what we can do is hit P on the keyboard and shift the Y value a bit downward. We can just keep it a bit up above the line. So we do same to this, which is already there. So we'll do same to this too. Hit P on keyboard and take it a bit above the line. This will make us have some kind of have a sight to see the progress of the lines. We can move this inward a bit here. Just want to make sure this have some even spacing. So now the next thing I'm going to do now is to create another vector that shows progress. So I'm going to leave the layer here at this point. I will make sure no layer is selected. I'll pick my pen tool. I will enable the stroke is already enabled. You can see that we need to create some kind of progress from here to here to here. To here, to here, to here, to here. We're going to make this go off the screen. The line thickness, I'm going to make this 2.